I think I just created a Middle Eastern Twix candy bar. Ooh. Date caramel with a pistachio cookie.
I know and love these flavors, so one day I just randomly thought, why not turn this into a candy bar? Starting off with the date caramel, I just pitted about 16 dates, poured some boiling water over them to let them soften. Now for the crunchy pistachio layer, I just ground up some roasted pistachios, added about a tablespoon of agave syrup and pistachio butter just to like hold it together. For flavor, I added a dash of rose water and orange blossom water. The mixture should look like this, a little bit doughy. I gave it a little taste, and this is when I knew I was cooking. This is when I knew I was on the right track for something magical. Lay down your parchment paper so you can firmly press down all that pistachio mixture into the bottom of the pan. Now that my dates have been sitting in that hot water, I drained out all the water and put the dates into a food processor with some milk of my choice. I used almond milk. I kind of eyeballed it, but I think I used like 3/4 of a cup with some vanilla and salt. Spread the date caramel all on top of your crust. Ideally, I would have loved for this to have sat in the freezer overnight, but I just didn't have the time for that. So I'm just popping it in the freezer for a bit. I cut my bars about an inch wide, popped that all back into the freezer while I started melting my chocolate. And I don't care what anyone says, dark chocolate is superior. This recipe has to be done with dark chocolate. And now we get to dip and babe. You gotta be careful with the date caramel because it is a little bit soft, so just make sure you don't scratch it all off. Top it with some pistachios and look at that transformation. She is beauty, she is grace. I highly recommend leaving these in the freezer. It becomes this like gorgeous, amazing ice cream treat. Yeah, if you're a fan of these flavor profiles, you would love this.
That's crazy.